Hello, this is Dr. Joseph Leung. It's my great pleasure to participate in the Global Online Career Fair organized by the Hong Kong Talents Engagement. And I'm going to share the topic is about the power of agreement, mediation developments, and careers opportunities in Hong Kong. And I don't want to spend time to introduce myself because I think you can see from my simple profile. And I've been engaged in mediation for more than 10 years. And I hope within the coming around 20 minutes something, that can give you a snapshot about what's happening in Hong Kong on mediation development. And if you are interested in this area, what could be done and what could be achieved? Okay, firstly, I think from a business perspective, we need to understand there are many disputes nowadays, no matter is talking about political country and between countries and business between business. But now, actually, there is a shift to collaborative problem solving. This means two dispute parties, they understand. I think the consequence and the result is that you need to pay high. So that's why they understand, they start to explore to a collaborative problem solving through some kind of alternative dispute resolution, such as mediation. So as I said in the past, business dispute in Hong Kong often default to lengthy, expensive cost battles. But now I think more and more businesses understand this is not the right way to move on. And win-win is always the best choice. So that's why nowadays the landscape have start shift fundamentally towards what I just mentioned about collaborative problem solving. And mediation is one of the best choice. I cannot say that is the only choice, but this is one of the best choice nowadays in dispute resolution. And simply speaking, what is mediation? It's a flexible, voluntary, and confidential process. These three wordings, I should tell you, has already highlighted the value of mediation. Flexible in terms of time. As long as you need a mediator, as long as there are two parties ready, you can do it online, you can do it face to face. As long as the time are both available. Venue, as I said, it can be online, it can be fixed place. And as long as both parties accept. And voluntary, this means you are not enforced to do it. You want to settle the problem. That's why you come. And confidential is also very important because all parties, including mediator, without approval of any parties, cannot release. Otherwise, it looks like a breach of contract. So that's why it's totally confidential. And with a neutral third party means mediator, he or she helps disputing the party reach a mutually agreeable settlement. And now, mediation is no longer talking about just an alternative dispute resolution as a legal process. It can be used in many ways. It can be used in sports, it can be used in family, it can be used in any type of dispute except criminal, any type of civil issues. And this is a core business strategy because business, as I said, they understand the pay is so high. So that's why they start to think about put as a business strategy. And also, including more and more people, they want to acquire this type of skills in Hong Kong. And next part, I'm going to tell you the landscape and rapid development of mediation in Hong Kong. The driving force, of course, government is very important. And in Hong Kong, the Department of Justice, in abbreviation DOJ, is one of the major government departments that try to promote Hong Kong as an international mediation center. And other government departments like Education Bureau, they're also promoting something in schools, and also other government departments are promoting something in the community as well. But DOJ is one of the key government bureaus that try to push to promote mediation in Hong Kong. And one of the highlighted events called the Mediate First Pledge has been promoted for a couple of years. And various companies, organizations, they try to pledge and try to do mediation before government. And government, as a pioneer, now has already all government contracts need to include a mandatory mediation clause. What does it mean? This means whenever there is a dispute between government departments and other parties, maybe a government contract or other issues, they must go for mediation first. That's why they need to put a clause. And then DOJ also try to, as I said, they are the pioneer. They try to push more, even in some grassroots development. They push in secondary school. They also start promoting in community, partner with other government departments, and then setting up more and more workforce in order to come with a collaborative mindset from day one and not talk about when there is a problem, we try to explore what should be done. Instead of doing this, they try to do it in day one. And also, we have ordinance to protect. We have a Mediation Ordinance Cap 620 that protects confidentiality of the mediation process. As I said, nothing said in the room can be used in court later. Allow business to resolve sensitive issues in HR, in technology, commercial dispute, privately, all this, even your brand reputation. That is very important. Another specialized area, not, as I said, mediation has started to explore in many industries. And some are focused. For example, we have a center. After Lehman Brothers incident, government has initiated a financial dispute resolution center in short form FDRC. And is focused in creating high demand opportunities for talent with finance or banking issues, banking disputes. So those mediators in this center or the panel mediators in this center will have some background knowledge about finance, about banking, in order to help solving any banking dispute. It can be bank to bank, it can be bank to customers, or other financial institutions to customers, financial institutions to financial institutions dispute. Apart from this, we also have some focus. Some NGO has focused to initiate on family mediation. Okay, and this one also apply same concept, voluntary, confidential. We might have some divorce case. We might have some other like child custody, visitation, and so on. So all this, we can have some expert in managing better in this area. And of course, they need to have some type of accreditation training. And they are all impartial to help resolve dispute like what I've just said. And then, how to become an accredited mediator? Is it difficult? There are a few processes. Okay, first, like myself, I'm start from an IT practitioner. I totally do not have any legal background, legal knowledge, but it's not that difficult, I can tell you. So that's why you don't need to be a lawyer. You can be an engineer, you can be HR, you can be project managers, any type of professionals. Okay, and that is important. For example, I am strong in IT background with IT knowledge. If you ask me to solve any IT dispute, it's easy. But frankly speaking, if you ask me to handle construction dispute, then I can tell you, I can only have partial knowledge. I can only have the knowledge on the mediation side, but I do not have the domain knowledge about construction. So that's why if I need to be a construction mediator, I might need to take some additional training. I think this is fair. Even apply to a lawyer. Lawyer cannot be expert in any industry, all industries. So that's why same apply to mediation. So don't worry, if you are HR expert, you can be a mediator. If you are engineer, you can be engineer. For some general mediation case, for example, some household dispute, all this community, even you're engineer, even you're HR, you can solve it. And in Hong Kong, there is a party organization or NGO called Hong Kong Mediation Accredited Association Limited. In short form, we call it Hong Kong MAO. And here is the link. And then you can access the link if you like and find more information. And this is an official party, recognized by government, recognized by DOJ, by Department of Justice. And if you want to be accredited general mediator, make sure one thing, you need to find those training courses accredited by Hong Kong MAO. Sorry to say, we have many training courses in mediation around in Hong Kong, but not every course accredited by Hong Kong MAO. Okay, if you really want to be good, go to the right way, right pathway, have a look on the website, find those training courses accredited by Hong Kong MAO. And then another is talk about the process of the entire accreditation. First stage or stage one, you need to fulfill 40 hours mediation training. That's cover lots of theory about negotiation, about a bit psychology, for all the basics, all the essential skills related to mediation. And I can tell you it's not that complicated. It's not that difficult. It's all about human behavior, about questioning skill, about how you're going to ask questions, about how you want to apply skills in different scenarios. But remember, these 40 hours must take attendance. And you need to be 100% attendance. Otherwise, you will get failed. Okay? And once you complete this, there will be a quiz, there will be a test. And I can tell you the passing rate is very high, as long as you really need to cover, revise all the contents, and not that complicated. And once you pass the stage one, you can go to stage two. And honestly speaking, this part, many candidates fail in this stage. Okay, it's the assessment, what we call role play. And you might ask a question, in the stage 1, that 40 hours, will it cover role play? The answer is yes. You will have many cases for you to practice as a mediator, to train as a mediator. So role play is very important apart from theory in stage 1 for those 40 hours. And stage 2, you need to pass 2 role play cases within 3 years. This means once you pass stage 1, complete 40 hours, stage 1, you will still have 3 years to complete stage 2. But you might ask, what will happen if I cannot finish these 2 or pass these 2 role-play cases within 3 years? Then I say, sorry, you need to retake the whole course again. Okay? So the hint is, once you finish your training in stage 1, try to do more practice. Get your classmate, get more practice, and get those 2 cases as soon as possible. Because, sorry to say, sometimes out of sight, out of mind. Once you complete stage 2 within 3 years, then stage 3, you just need to apply, fill in the form, and then apply as a panel, as an accredited mediator. And that's all. Stage 3, just fill in the form. Then wait for notice, and if you have been proved completed in stage 1 and stage 2, and then stage 3 is normal. No hurdle. Okay, apart from Hong Kong Mao, this is a local accepted by Hong Kong. And then in overseas, for example, there is the largest, for example, called CIR, Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. There are many chapters around the world. Hong Kong, we have an Asia chapter, including Hong Kong. And of course, they have also a training. But bear in mind, you might be accredited by CIR, but not equivalent to you can be a Hong Kong Mao accredited mediator. Up to now, we don't have any mutual recognition with Hong Kong Mao and other overseas institutes. This means even you can be a fellow member of CIR, but doesn't mean you will be automatically become a Hong Kong Mao accredited mediator. You still need to go through that 40 hours, go through the role-play case, all this, okay? But CIR, the benefit to you is international, globally recognized. And how to enrich your career profile. I have to say, as I say, that 40 hours training, I can tell you there are many candidates, they finished the training, but they didn't go for stage 2. The reason why, for many reasons. Some, no time to train. Some, they just want to enrich their skills, apply to their job. They don't want to be an accredited mediator. Or someone even can be an accredited mediator, but at the end, they didn't practice any case. They just apply to their job, to enrich the job. So another part I would like to share is how mediation skill make them better employees, even if they never formally mediate a case. If you now watching this video as an employer, or even your employees, bear in mind, as I said, there are many useful skills that can be applied to your job. For example, empathy. For example, questioning skill. For example, what we call partner, Wagner. talk about reality tests, there are many useful skills that you can apply. And as I said, that can be applied to enrich your CV. Remember, I don't know whether you have heard this term or not. If you talk about hard skill and soft skill, hard skill nowadays is not that difficult. We can learn from YouTube, we can learn from anywhere. But soft skill is something after you learn it, build in your mindset. So think about if you were the employee, or if you hire an employee, they tell you, he or she tell you that they have been trained in a mediation course. What does it mean? This means they learn some skills. They can be a problem solver, but not a problem creator. They know how to manage with people, because the entire mediation is managed with people. It's not managed with technology. It's not managed with any knowledge. It's managed with people. So that's why it's good. We all know people is always a valuable asset to every firm. So that's why if you hire an employee, they have this type of skill. This means you are hired with someone with problem-solving skill. And if you are an employee, you can tell your potential boss, you have this talent to manage with people, manage with different people. And also enhancing leadership. Talk about managers who use mediation skill can handle the team, because you can manage teamwork much better. Team grievances, performance issue, cross-departmental conflict, manage with client, manage with supplier, that all can be applied. And also, it can help you to navigating a multicultural workforce. Think about like Hong Kong. For global talent, if you are interested in Hong Kong, we have a very good mediation platform. We have many good mediation training around. And some of the skills, as I just mentioned, questioning skills, even like active listening, reframing. When someone say something negative, how to reframe it, be positive, how to help, make use of these mediation-related skills to help you to bridge some cultural communication gaps, especially if you are facing with a multinational with multinational culture in a diverse office. So in conclusion, what I would like to share is Hong Kong, our business landscape keep evolving. Actually, same in other part of the world. And actually now, as we said, the government, particular DOJ, Department of Justice, has made it clear mediation is the future. And we try to keep enhancing, not only enhancing, and making more and more better in our mediation study path. So at the end of the day, if you come to Hong Kong, if you study mediation, this is not only a certificate, it is to equip yourself with many different related skills and strengthen your ultimate leadership. And communication has also served as a communication toolkit that keep Hong Kong become one of the best Asia's world city. Okay, so that's the end of my sharing. I hope you enjoy it and hope to see you in Hong Kong soon if you are interested. Thank you.